let's talk about some putting green etiquette. So I was out playing with my parents today and I was like, this would be really good stuff to cover. So I think one misconception is that everyone has to be on the green before you putt. So technically in the rules of golf, whoever is farthest out goes first. This includes when you're around the putting green. So if someone is chipping but they're only 10 feet from the pin, but someone is putting from 30 feet, that person putting has the right to go first. Sometimes we just do it out of common courtesy, especially for pulling the flag that everyone gets on the green and then you pull it. And that's fine also, but I just want you guys to know your options. Then, typically the person who is closest to the pin would mark their ball and then they would either tend the flag or pull the flag or ask the person that's the farthest away, do you want the pin in, out, tended? When you tend the flag, you have to pull the flag. So if their ball's coming in really fast and you're like, oh, in your head you're thinking, if I leave it in, it might hit it and stop it. You can't do that. If they ask you to tend it, you have to pull it as the ball approaches the hole. So then let's say that you're putting and like for example, today my dad had like a 10-foot putt. My putt was about 5 feet. It was at the halfway point, but it was in the way of his ball. So in that moment, you have two options. So I just asked my dad, do you want me to mark it or do you want me to go ahead and finish? So in that case, I went ahead and finished and then he was able to go ahead and putt after me. If he did want that moved, all you do is use your putter head. You're going to line up the putter head with your ball marker, finding a tree off in a distance visually so that when you move your mark, you know exactly what direction you moved your marker, and then just make sure after that person putts that you move your marker back, otherwise it's a penalty. Then typically in your group, whoever has putted out first, and so they're done with the hole, they would be the person responsible for grabbing the flag and then putting it back in the hole once everyone is done putting. I think that one thing that takes a really long time is if that person walks back to the cart and then the person who's putting last has to grab the flag themselves. And probably the biggest pace of play issue that I'm seeing is that if someone's putting and you're next up, you should not really be watching that putt or them putting unless it's going to directly give you information about what your putt's going to do. So if my mom's like way on the other side of the green and she's putting, the minute the ball leaves her club head, I'm getting ready. I'm doing my practice swing. I'm lining up my ball, whatever I'm doing to hit. I am not standing there for 10 seconds or more watching her ball and then cheering her on. I mean, obviously good job, mom. But if I wait for her ball to approach the hole, I wait for her to celebrate, take the ball out of the hole, and then I start my routine, it is way too slow. So if you're next up, you want to be ready. Hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions.